Hello, everybody. Welcome back to After Emoris. Today, we are joined by Abnormal Chemist, who plays the adorable Free, and we're also joined by Grizlock, who plays the awesome Wade. Welcome, guys.
What's up? How's it going?
Ceilings. It's going good. Going good. So,
Wait, you have a ceiling?
this last episode. Yes.
What kind of rich
white.
mother are you?
That's confidential. I can't answer that. All right then. So
Understood.
So this last episode, episode 14 for the Swindler's Den channel. Quite a few things happened. They finally got finished all signed up and went and got super fancy getting the special duds. We got to see Wade wearing the awesome suspenders, which kind of derailed the conversation for about 30 seconds into Wade being the next Doctor Who. Make it happen, people. But yeah, everyone got dolled up. They went over to Mr. Gaines' vineyard, went up to his lovely plantation home, managed to get inside with a little bit of sleuzing. Met some new faces, met some familiar faces, and things happened.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly.
Very, very quickly. It felt almost a little abrupt, but yeah, that's the way the dice rolls.
Yeah.
So, just to start off with, Free, you got to see a very familiar dwarf, being by the name of Uther Greythorn. Apparently, Free has a history with Mr. Greythorn. Could you elaborate?
Yes, so the cakery works, like she mentioned, that there are two ways. You start off on one side if you're younger, which is the bakery, and then the other side for everything else, if you don't get bought in between. And so 18 years of being there means she probably made his favorite foods, probably served him foods, probably whatever else the last couple of years that she's done. Yeah. For her to know that he's an important client and investor is,
Not a
and
good
to be worried to be recognized is, yeah. I mean, she probably met him more than once in the last 18 years.
Yeah, she seemed rather panicked and took of the flight or fight response. She very much fled out of the room and outside for some fresh air very quickly. All I could say is I'm glad that Thyra happened to be with her.
Mm.
Thyra needed to escape from the social anxiety she was feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't free at first.
Oh yeah, definitely. And yeah, Wade, you got to see some familiar faces as well. You got to re-meet with Mr. Gain, and also happened to catch a glimpse of Councilman Duel.
That's true. I also got to meet the owner of the Dumpy Dog.
Yes, got
He
to meet
wants
the
to meet
owner
your
of the Dumpy Dog.
Yeah.
But yes, getting some background information as to why the place is called the Dumpy Dog, that was so heartfelt. It went out to all the dog lovers everywhere.
Yep. Equa based that character off of a character that I played in Dragon Heist, that me and him played in together. So it's fun. It was fun to interact with my character, but in a different version of my character from that game.
The alternate realities mix. Little bit of mixing, little bit. So yes, regarding Councilman Duel, can we get a little bit of a history as to how he relates to the goats?
Okay, so Councilman Duel is so at the beginning of the campaign, our party was captured and thrown into a fighting pit, which, as we were escaping, actually sunk into the ground and swallowed up everything with it. A week later, we decided to come back and investigate the place, make sure nobody survived or like what happened. When we did, we came back to this whole place. This whole pit had been like swarmed with government officials and people researching it. So we tried to sneak in to find out what was going on, and were introduced to Councilman Duel, the big orc man who was seen at the party, and dragged Wade and Free off on out of there. So that's our association with him.
Mm-hmm.
Our first impression was not the greatest, but it wasn't a terrible one either. He just was kind of annoyed with us, I think, for the most part.
Yeah, since
Well,
3 out of 5 of us lied about our names.
Yeah.
Oops.
3 out of 5. Was Nigel Thornberry involved?
No.
No.
Okay.
Wade didn't know how to lie
This
until
was
he met this
lying.
party.
Mm-hmm. Yes, quite interesting, and yeah, meeting so many familiar faces and new faces. We got to see Elakian kind of interact with a very interesting lady that Isabel had a little bit of familiarity with, like just by interacting with a couple other people, and had name drops, and Priscilla had been one of them. Yeah, so many new faces, old faces. Honestly, when that tiefling was first introduced, I thought for sure that it was going to be the same tiefling that you guys encountered
Oh God.
beforehand, just outside of Rakrovi, like escaping through the sewer. I thought for sure it was going to be the same tiefling, but thankfully, for my sake, it was not. It's like, oh man, these guys can't catch a break, but either way, you guys can't catch a break.
True.
It seems as though the only time that you guys are able to actually relax is while traveling.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah, meeting all these new people, and it's kind of interesting to see some of these familiar faces in Keijo, of all places.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with luck, we will be able to find out in the next episode, unless Zyra gets free of the banished plane that she's on and doesn't instantly kill certain people right away. We'll find out. It all depends on how her rage goes.
Wade is very upset that Keijo has become a negative experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah, so far it's a negative experience, but with some luck, they will be able to put this past the wall. And whether the Ghost Gator is dealt with or not, hopefully they'll be able to have some fun when the actual festival does kick up. Wow. Zyra's having one heck of a birthday, wouldn't you agree?
oh yeah.
Oh God.
Hey, she's gonna get a cake, so I mean.
Midnight cake, right?
Midnight cake? I don't know, I guess. Maybe I'll smush it in her face. She's not looking.
I hope so.
Oh man.
Yes, we all hope so that Zyra will at least get to have her cake and eat it too. Speaking of birthdays, for your character, have you guys given any thought as to what their most favorite birthday experience was?
Oh man, no, I mean I never got and put any thought into that. You want to go first, Chem? Do you have an idea?
Her last birthday before her father passed away. Because then everything after that is nightmare.
Yeah, I can certainly believe that. Any idea what Free might have done with her dad on that one birthday?
Like her, he was bard, so it would have been a lot of music and dancing. They didn't really have money or anything, but little family time. And that would have been her best.
Mm-hmm.
Wade is a small town boy. So his birthdays are probably what most birthdays for people in the real world are, I feel like. But I don't know, maybe like one year he got maybe the year like he got his canoe or something. I don't know. I never really put any thought specifically into his birthday, but he is in the grand scheme of the D&D world, he's had a very good life. So probably, you know, just had a cake, had family over, hung out with Kev, all that stuff.
And hopefully hung out with Asmund as well.
Ooh.
So, for that dancing, Wade actually, he stumbled over his complimentary words to Asmund about how she dressed up when he was feeling a little bit insecure, you know, being around all these high-end sophisticated folk, and she's just the local bumpkin. But yeah, Wade was definitely in the right after we got to see that amazing picture that was found online. Again, if you happen to be watching this, if you are the artist... Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, Felis, you gotta jump out of this, bro.
I thought we were talking about the thing some more. My bad.
No, you're good, dude. Just messed with the camera. Otherwise,
I'm
I'd
so
totally
sorry.
say
okay.
it's fine and you can stay. But because the cameras got bumped.
I thought we were still talking about that thing. I was like, oh, we should join and like see what it is. I apologize.
Sorry.
It's good, dude.
Should have wrote it in the message saying that
Yeah.
we were recording the AE.
Yeah, you didn't know, dude.
Here it is. Oh, yeah, I'll put if you want it on AE. I apologize. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was fun.
Okay. Oh boy, at what point? What was I saying?
You were talking about Wade stumbled over his words with Asmund.
Yes,
and-
Trying
Wade-
to compliment her among the rich people that she felt like just the country girl around.
Yes, thank you. All right, yeah. So Wade was trying to reassure her that Asmund was indeed very. I'm assuming that Wade was going to say that she was a very beautiful girl, but unfortunately, he couldn't quite get the words out, and instead asked her to dance.
Mhm.
So, with the obvious little height difference, we believe that we were listening to some more upbeat music from what Equa had put on. How would they have been dancing?
Slide to the left, slide to the right, cha cha real slow, something like
I'm
that.
assuming that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. But so Wade stumbled on his words, but he didn't. No, so I guess I should say he didn't stumble over his words. He was afraid to say those words for a few reasons. One being Kev in his head, because how would Kev feel about him saying that? And he's been trying to keep personal thoughts of his out of his own head so that Kev can't hear them. So he realized in the moment, like, I shouldn't say that. So yeah, but definitely
He's been consciously trying to censor his mind when it comes to his best friend's sister.
yes. Yeah, sharing a brain is difficult.
Mhm. But as a player, what are your thoughts about the whole Wade Asmund or even Wade free shipping? As a player.
Chem, you want to go first? I've been talking a ton.
Yes, Kim.
Sure. I'm a sucker for the best friend trope, so Wade Asmund would totally be my end goal.
Aww.
Wade Free would be adorable because I think he could help her with a lot of her, like, you know, just being able to be happy again type thing. But I don't know what Free needs or wants right now, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Free will get herself into.
I don't
Hopefully
know.
a warm hug.
I think that the best stories, like love stories, are messy ones. So it's kind of like we got to see where it goes. Whatever comes out in throughout play is what happens. But I'd be down for any of them. I love Asmund Wade. I've always liked this like fun, like there's always been like the Twitch chat like with the Wade and Free thing. I always enjoy like teasing it just to kind of get people all like riled about it.
Oh yeah. Just little drops everywhere, but no idea which way it's actually gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to tease things and then
tease them.
See where they go eventually. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, Asmund's currently unavailable. She's with Lovin, so you know.
That's not confirmed yet, by the way.
I'm pretty sure
Not
Lovin's
confirmed.
like really old or something, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
like
I'm pretty sure he said he's like 70.
Uh,
And I mean,
Well, believe me, I've
It'd be
tried to get
kinda
information
sad
out of
for her
Equa in the
lover to
last
die
after a
immediately,
Morris
you know?
session.
yeah. Wade is the jealous type. That's one of his character flaws for sure.
yeah, no, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone saw him, but then they were like, oh, wait, he rolled well. Okay, we believe that he doesn't have a crush on her, so Big Brother vibe? I don't know.
Well, it's probably a good
Before.
thing that Lovin did not go to this wine tasting party. For one thing, he might get into other trouble because we don't really know exactly what he does yet, other than be Asmund's assistant and co-worker.
Suspicious.
All I have
I
is
don't
an
like him.
older man. That's it. My
don't
only
like
note about him.
He's suspicious. If he was there at that party, he would have been sitting in the corner because he's just so weird. He's not weird. He's just so shy, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's gonna be interesting if Equa all of a sudden brings him out and turns out he's like the ultimate leader of the entire echelon or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's more important than we think. We're just giving him a hard time the whole time. Oops.
That's what we do, though.
all right then. So we got a little bit off topic here. So, a question for you, Chem, from Griz. With Free's horrifying past as a slave, how did she feel when Syra was basically saying she doesn't like it when people touch things that belong to her, because she was referring to Free in that matter, especially when that other servant girl with the big red scarf reached out and touched Free's neck?
Luckily, she had heard Thyra say beforehand, "Don't touch my people." So, even in a panic, and myself as a player noticing, and I feel with Bree's high enough insight, she realized she meant her family. She didn't like the phrasing because no one else will understand that, especially anyone who may have recognized her or saw the other slave and made the connection. It would look back and bad on that side because they might be like, oh, that's her new owner or something, and that will bother her. But she knows Thyra just meant it as family. So wording was bad, but the intention was good. And she was getting angry, so I feel like Thyra's like sentences and verbs were just like shrinking her vocabulary.
Yeah. When you start to get angry,
like,
your
stop
blood
it.
boils and you don't think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little strange. But yeah, so thankfully you guys get to, after dealing this, at least I hope Equa is going to allow a little more time for everyone to get to know each other a little bit better when the festival gets in full swing. Hopefully the company of ghosts won't be kicked out of Keijo, because I think that Wade would actually cry if that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a piece of him would just be gone. He would be like not know what to do with himself.
Oh my god.
He is Keijo.
You heard it
feel
here,
so
folks.
bad
Wade
now.
is Keijo.
It's his heart and soul, man.
So, yes, we've got to meet as I said earlier, we got to meet a whole bunch of these other characters, and right near the end, as the players, only Alekian was able to follow Mr. Gain up when that servant girl was taken away. He didn't see the servant girl, but he certainly heard a couple of additional voices that were talking with Mr. Gain. One of them, Wade probably would have gotten shivers up his spine at hearing. We think. I think it's all speculation at this point. But as a viewer, I certainly think that the person talking with Mr. Gain saying, "I want that boy," might be the Ghost Gator referring to Wade.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
As a player, 100% agree with you. We'll see how much, like, it tells everyone, passes on for us to put together.
Yes, assuming that he gets a chance to.
Yeah, if he doesn't, something bad doesn't happen within, the next first 5 minutes of the next episode.
It's always the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of every episode where all the chaos tends to happen. Thankfully, chaos hasn't appeared for this past episode yet, but you never know what could happen with the next one.
Yeah.
So there have been a couple of theories going along around that the Ghost Gator could very well be involved with the way that the vineyard is being controlled. Especially as we saw Isabel take a wine grape, pop it in her mouth, and noticed it was not bitter as usually vineyard grapes should be. So yes, unfortunately we only got to see 4 out of 6 different wines being sampled. As a connoisseur of wines myself, I hope that we get to see the last 2. If not, then I'll likely end up Thyra grabbing one of the caskets and smashing it over someone's head.
Okay.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
It's one way to do it. You never know what happens when rage happens.
I don't think we're gonna get to see the other 2. I mean, we're getting kicked out of that place.
Yeah, unless Joel can somehow talk Gaines into talking to us based on what he hears and what happens in the next 10 minutes. Yeah. We'll see.
Hey, it won't be Wade's first time getting kicked out of there, so,
All right then. Well, I'm not sure if I have any more questions. Do you guys have anything that you would like to add, or even reflections of your own characters?
I'm just happy where this journey has gone, and with the Swindler's Den in general. Man, we grew really fast, and we appreciate all of you out there for watching our show.
So yes,
big thank you to everyone.
Yes, thank you to everyone who's watching. Thank you to Ice Cream Dice. Apparently the competition for the giveaway went extremely well the previous week. So now for this upcoming week, we have Monday is obviously Emoris at 6:30 Central, and we also have Wednesday, which features the new Mythic Odysseys of Theros, which is only airing every other Wednesday, but this coming Wednesday is going to be featuring that, which quite a few recurring players are in, including these 2. Definitely. Yes, the Mythic Odysseys of Theros is hosted by Sharp Baka. You should be able to see his links in the description below, and also, as always, DM'd by our very own Griz is Lost Mines of Phandelver. All of them start 6:30 Central. on Twitch. You can see the links off to the side. And yeah, give them a follow. Join in on the Discord. Follow on YouTube for more episodes like the After Emoris here. We'd be very glad to have you join us. And who knows, we might be able to make even more stories together. So yes, thank you, Griz. Thank you, Chem.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome, and I'm honored that I was able to host yet again. I've been Nyssa, or I go by Zelda Nerd 1988. If you want links to follow everyone, or basically, semi-stalk them, don't be creepy, folks. Remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, stay safe, and hope you guys have a great week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.